Sally Sawaya in the studio this morning.
Now it's Ask the Dietitian with Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right.
You've come with your top 5 things. What is it this morning?
Yes, Gavin, it's the top 5 foods and drinks to avoid if you have heartburn,
Oh, I have heartburn all the time.
especially when you have a late dinner.
Late dinner, spicy foods.
Yes.
Also, because especially now this season, there's a lot of drinking. You go to events, they give you a glass of wine, so you end up drinking more than usual just because it's this social thing.
True.
So that also makes a difference.
I hate going to events and they give you champagne because I hate
I
champagne.
love champagne. give your glasses to me.
It gives me an instant headache.
Gives me an instant happiness.
Right, so the top 5 things to avoid if you want to avoid heartburn.
Heartburn.
Number 5.
Chocolate.
Really?
Yes, Olga. Yes, it's true. It can be a heartburn
Not
trigger.
listening. La 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 la.
Just watch your portions. I mean, you can have a small piece, but especially if you have it after your dinner, then the heartburn will kick in.
That's the best part.
Yes,
We're
I
supposed
know.
to have it for appetizer.
No, but I mean, as a snack, a small piece.
Okay.
The foods that cause heartburn. Number 4.
Beverages such as coffee, because
Okay.
coffee boosts acid production. Also, alcoholic beverages, you just told us about this, because it can relax this muscle between the esophagus and stomach, so the acid will flow to your esophagus.
Really? Is that why?
Yes, true. And carbonated beverages, because also, I mean, they are a heartburn trigger.
They're acidic.
I'll talk about acidic food, but they force the stomach acid back into the esophagus again. So these beverages.
Number 3.
Acidic foods such as tomato sauce and citrus fruits, when you have a lemonade or
Yeah,
orange
yeah,
juice.
Oh, orange juice. Oh, I hate orange juice.
Yeah, really?
I cannot bear it.
What?
I like it.
What kind of human
Champagne,
doesn't like
orange
orange
juice.
juice?
If it's freshly squeezed, it's okay. But if it's out of a packet, it's just awful.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fine.
I agree.
I agree that it's much better fresh.
No, I couldn't drink it if it's not fresh.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like drinking
Somebody
acid.
once served Tang at an event, and it was like a really
Lovely.
So everything acidic, from salad dressings to vinegar, lemon. Sometimes it irritates some people.
yeah.
Number 2.
High-fat foods, because they tend to stay more in the stomach, so they lead to
They
discomfort.
take longer to digest.
Especially fried food. We're talking about French fries and other fried foods.
And number 1, the foods to avoid if you want to
If you want to avoid the heartburn and
Yeah.
acid reflux, it's eating too much. I mean, if
Really?
you eat too much, the volume of the food you're eating can trigger heartburn.
In Lebanon, that's really hard because we always have these huge dinners really
and
late at
feasts.
night.
Yeah, I know. And that's why we should aim for smaller portions and keep a journal.
Hard to
because
do.
Yeah, and so these foods differ between people. So not everybody. So just keep a journal. For you, it's spicy food. For others, it's acidic.
Yeah.
As long as you keep a
Track
journal.
of what's bad for you.
Yes.
03-887-000 or WhatsApp number. What's your question for Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right this morning?
Gavin Ford in the morning. Now it's Ask the Dietitian with Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right.
So WhatsApp number 03-887-000. Your questions for Sally Sawaya this morning.
So somebody doesn't really agree with Sally's top 5 things. This person says, all these things about heartburn are a myth. I've been suffering from it for 6 years, and the enemy is carbs, especially wheat and other complex carbs. And moreover, it's essential to have a healthy gut flora. You should have probiotics.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about this?
Carbs are the least triggers, but it may be for this lady. So it's good that she knows what makes her have heartburn. But there are also other factors, Olga, like smoking, like being overweight, because the fat, does pressure on the stomach and it makes you have reflux. And there are other things. You cannot lie down after a meal directly. You will have heartburn.
And sometimes it's also genetic. Like, you're just
True.
more susceptible. Gavin said he's never had heartburn in his life. Like, I don't
think I have.
I've had heartburn a lot, and I'm much younger than Gavin.
Yeah, I've had it when I was
Be
pregnant.
much younger. You're like 30. It's not much younger, young lady.
Younger.
Yeah.
So there are other triggers. Check with the doctor if you have it as, a major issue. And it's definitely you have to check with your gastroenterologist.
Somebody's asking if I'm eating healthy and walking 3 times per week, why am I not losing weight? Is that enough?
Probably maybe you need to do more, especially if you don't have a lot of kilos to lose. You can just consult a dietitian near you. Then she can just tailor-made the diet for you, because you may be thinking that you're not eating much and then you're eating like for a maintenance. You should actually have a weight loss diet rather than a maintenance diet.
Okay. Joelle is asking, how do you get rid of water retention?
Yeah, water retention. I mean, you need to drink more water, first of all, and then take care of the salt intake. Just don't add too much salt to your food. Avoid salty foods like crisps, nuts, salty nuts, pickles, canned foods, etc.
Yeah, like soup has loads of salt in it.
Yes, true.
So less
Soy
salt,
sauce,
more water.
That is salt, isn't it? Soy sauce.
It is salt. I mean, that's why they have the low salt soya sauce available.
Yeah, that one's
It's
better.
a better option. Yeah.
Question for Sally. I want to know if omega-3 supplements are good for the hair and the growth of the hair, and if omega-3 pills can make you gain weight.
For the hair, it's not only about omega-3. It's about other nutrients, and it's about biotin. So there are other foods. I mean, again, consult your dermatologist, because omega-3 alone for hair is not the only. I mean, it's not the only indication. Omega-3 is mainly given for patients with high triglycerides, for patients with heart problems, and it doesn't make you gain weight. But I mean, it's better to have a supplement, especially for hair growth in this case.
Okay, someone's asking about the calories in cooked pasta. How many calories?
Yeah, it's like half a cup of pasta is about 80 calories.
Well, that's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's what you put on the pasta that makes it calorific. I mean, if it's white sauce and cheese, then it will be highly calorific.
Okay. What else? Somebody's asking how to remove belly fat. We get this question almost every time.
Yes, true. I mean, exercise is my first advice with belly fat. And if you can make it a little bit vigorous, it will be better, especially for visceral and belly fat. And make sure to have a light dinner. I always talk about dinner. I mean, don't have a feast at dinner. Just a small sandwich with a salad, something like that. And make sure that your food is low fat. Avoid junk. Avoid trans fat that are found in croissants and cookies, because these tend to stick in your belly.
Okay.
And have some green tea or good probiotic filled yogurts. This way, I mean, it really helps with the bloating as well as the belly fat.
03-887-000 is our WhatsApp number for Sally. Sally's Diet Right.
Somebody says, I did an operation 2 months ago and I can't do weights or any moves that bother my upper body. So I started going to the gym this week, but I can only do moves for the lower body and some cardio. So is that okay, or will it cause a body deformation in my shape?
Hang on, is this for Sally, or is this for
It sounds like
Patrick?
it's for Patrick more than Sally.
Patrick and the doctor. I mean, she needs to ask the doctor, or he.
Yeah, so basically, we don't know. Is white rice as bad as white bread? And are there any healthy benefits of quinoa?
Yes. All the white carbs, they are almost similar, because when you remove the outer coat of the grain, you end up only with some carbs inside the grain, and you remove all the vitamins, minerals, you remove the fiber, and that's why we always say go for whole grains. So white rice, similar to white bread, nutritionally speaking. As for quinoa, it's a much better
I love it.
alternative. It's full of fiber, about 5 grams in a glass, and you have it's full of protein, 8 grams of protein. I mean, it's very healthy. It contains a lot of vitamins and minerals, and actually very filling. So if you have a quinoa salad at night with a protein source like cheese or tuna or something, then you have a complete meal.
Yeah.
So yes, for quinoa.
So we love quinoa. Somebody going back to the acid reflux thing. I'm slim, I'm healthy, I don't smoke, and heartburn is persistent, especially after I work out. It gets worse after workouts.
Oops. Wow.
Yeah. And another person as well says sort of the same thing. Whatever I eat, my stomach immediately blows up.
So
Yeah, I
definitely
get
consult.
that.
Yeah, consult
This
the
is like
doctor in this
doctors.
case. Yes, we're talking about like recreational. We can say. I mean, only once in a while when you have heartburn, what to avoid. But if you have it this way, I mean, it's better to consult the doctor.
Okay, one more question.
Okay, Jad says, I take a medicine that opens my appetite, and the more I gain weight, the more I have to take a higher dose of this medicine, and the bigger the appetite helps. So it's like a cyclical thing.
What is this medicine?
I don't know, but it must be something he has to take. So.
Is that true? true that there's a medicine to actually open up your appetite?
There are medications that open the appetite. However, again, you can, ask the doctor about this, but you have to make sure to eat foods full of fiber and have protein on each meal so that you feel full and you don't want to snack.
Exactly. Foods that like fill you up without being highly calorific.
True.
So what kind of foods would that be?
Like, for example, always start your meals with salads, have brown bread or whole grain bread in the mornings and evenings. So it bulks up in your stomach. Have fruits as your snacks with some nuts because they are very filling. And if you can start breakfast with like eggs, for example, 2 eggs, like 3 times a week, it's great because it helps control your appetite throughout the day.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Sally is from Sally's Diet Right. You can find her online at sallysdietright.com or Sally's Diet Right on Facebook. How is the right spelt, Olga Haber?
R-I-T-E.
Sally, thank you for coming in today.